Hello, Steel City Surge fans. Kippy here, coach of the Steel City Surge, back for week 2 of WPF against Indomitable Will. Will has a very scary team. We see Terra Ground Zarude and Terra Water Kilowattrel. We do not see... We do see Memo Swine. We do not see... Left Key. We see Vaporeon. Okay. Vaporeon makes sense. Mamoswine makes sense. Gouging Fire also makes sense. Terra Water Kilowattrel is going to be a little bit annoying, but it should make Raging Bolt easier to use against it. So I don't need to Terra right off the bat. I can kind of save that for later. Terra Ground Zarude is going to be annoying. I like leading off with Deoxys here. Now we have a lot. We have quite a few things here to deal with some of these threats. I do not like TERAPAGOS. I do not like Mamoswine, and I do not like Gouging Fire. Zarude is just straight up annoying, so not looking forward to that too much. Terra Ground Zarude is going to be a problem. We see a gouging lead. This is okay. We do not see booster, so that's good. It could be loaded, loaded dice. If this thing gets off a Dragon Dance, that could be annoying. I mean, I do have... I really kind of just want to get off one layer of spikes here. Goes for Raging Fury. Okay. I forget what this does. 304 to 154. So that did 150. Raging Fury. So that did 49%. So that... Oh yeah, that's +1. So that is Adamant by the looks of it. More or less Adamant. Okay. Not Raging Bull. Yeah, that's in range of Adamant. I feel like I could... Last 2 to 3 turns. Okay, cool. So I can just go straight into Colossal here and get a free swap. I get a free swap into Colossal, which is really good. We are going to show that we're Air Balloon, but we take that, we get a +1 boost with Flash Fire, and he gets confused. We do not see Lumberry either. So with this, I can get a pretty free EQ or Stone Edge off. They both... Stone Edge does a little bit more, and it covers a Kilowattrel switch in. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. He does swap. Does he go into Kilo? I wonder. Vaporeon, okay. It should still take a third from Stone Edge. Yeah, that takes a third. That's Fizz Dev. It's also leftovers, okay. So currently it's at like 67, 65-ish% roughly around there. So I kind of feel like I just want to go into... I mean, Deoxys doesn't quite take this very well. I could just go into Raging Bolt. What does Vaporeon get that I should be aware of? It does get Yawn, which could be a problem. I mean, currently, how does... Colossal doesn't take a Scald, like, at all. I'm okay with going into Mechanite here. I'm gonna go into I want to save my air balloon. We're going to go back into Deoxys defense, because we could skill swap and get water absorb. He scalds. He goes flip turn. Okay. Alright. So we're going to get some more chip onto something. Unless he goes into Kilo. Flip turn. Leftovers. You see Mamoswine. Okay. This thing is an absolute problem. We do not see boots on it. Now, the thing with Mamoswine currently, if this is an adamant offensive Mamoswine, we're at 162 with Deoxys defense. We're at 53%. Earthquake, if it's Light Orb, can knock us out. I don't really know if I need Deoxys defense quite as much right now, and I want to see if he's Orb or if he's like Choice Band. I should outspeed Mamoswine. I definitely outspeed Mamoswine. So I think I can just go for a knockoff. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a knockoff and just get rid of this thing's item. We see Assault Vest. Okay. So we live whatever Lucas for Trailblaze. Okay. That's a problem. That's kind of an issue. We did see Assault Vest, though. So it's at +1 speed. We're at 147. This thing has no item currently. If he wants to go for a knockoff, that's kind of an issue. But a Psychic Noise should do roughly a third, or a quarter. And I'm okay with... I'm kind of okay with losing EOS. Because I don't want to deal with this thing. I really want to get Drifblim in for free. So I'm gonna Psychic Noise. He goes for knockoff. This might take us out. We live. We absolutely live that. That's insane. He's not adamant. And that is very Spadaf invested. Okay. Okay. So we see the knockoff come out. I'm kind of okay with just letting him go down here. Because I can then go into Grimmsnarl and Parting Shot out. This thing is very Spadef invested. Knockoff didn't KO. Which means... Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get up another layer of spikes, I guess. Just for another Trailblaze. Okay. So he's gonna take us out. Mamoswine knocked out Deoxys defense, but he's at roughly half HP. He does have +2 speed. But he's very especially defensive really heavily invested in special defense. I feel like I can just go into Dark Bat here and just Strength Sap. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Dark Bat. I should be able to Strength Sap here for free. We are gonna see an Icicle Crash. We do not get down to our Sash, which is interesting. We do get the Strength Sap off, which is really nice. He's at -1. And we get back up to full. I'm gonna stockpile here. We see a knockoff. This is actually okay. Because now we get Unburden. And depending on his speed, we might outspeed. We're gonna get stockpile +1. And now we can String Sap again. Depending on his speed, we might be speed tied. He hard swaps. Okay. Into Kilo. Okay. We're gonna get a decent amount of HP back from this. And we should outspeed Kilo. Yeah, we get back to full. Okay, so if this is choice specs, T-Bolt might be able to KO. But we are at +1. We're at +1 SPDF, +1 special attack. So we should be able to live a T-Bolt, and we should outspeed this. I'm inclined to just stockpile again. We do outspeed. So we're at +2/+2. He goes for U-turn. Okay. That did negative damage. So we're at +2/+2. Goes into TERAPAGOS. Okay. Now we'll see if it's boots or not. If it is boots, we always go for, it is boots. Okay. That is boots to wrap. Let me just get this here. Return. Heavy duty boots to wrap makes a ton of sense here. So TERAPAGOS. It is boots. We should be able to live pretty much anything he wants to go for. And I'm going to... I can probably just Sword Power and just get rid of this thing's Terra Shell. You see the Terra Shell go off. It should do roughly 10% depending on investment. Yeah, it did very, very little, so that's invested. Ice Beam, this should do not that much. 441 to 338. Yep. Very, very little. So this is at... just a little over 90. I'm gonna say 91%. So I'm okay with getting another stockpile up. Just getting to +3/+3. This should do roughly a third to him now. We're still at half HP. Now I'm going to Strength Sap. We're going to get HP back. This should give us back a good chunk. Yeah, we get back up to full. Cool. That's doing 359. Yeah, it's doing 19%. So I can just go for a stored power here. We're at +3/+3 for stockpile. So we should be able to start chipping things down. Now at -1, doesn't really show me what its attack stat is at. I'm kind of just really heavily invested in just getting rid of this guy. TERAPAGOS was a massive problem for my team. I'll Strength Sap here and just see how much HP I can get back. I should get a decent chunk back. Yeah, I got a decent chunk back. Okay. So I should... yeah, I live this with a little bit more HP. I'll be able to take this thing down even more. So Drifblim's going to pick up its first KO this season. And we get out of arms... we get out of dodge in terms of TERAPAGOS. We KO TERAPAGOS. Now Kilo comes back in. If this is choice specs, we are currently at 154, 35%. I'm okay with going for a Strength Sap here. Just getting HP back is massive, because we'll be able to live whatever Kilo goes for. 312. He goes for T-Bolt. This will give us, so 312 to 138. 312 to 138. 312. 71%. 40%. So that is in range of specs. That is specs. So that is specs kilowattrel. I am going to go for a stored power. That is 100% specs kilo. We do half damage to it. That's insane. It is going to pick us off, but that is insanely good for us. So we know it is specs. We know that is specs. So I can go into... I might be able to go into... Drillroid here and force a swap by rapid spinning. Yeah, because Mamoswine shouldn't do very well against an Ice Spinner or an Earthquake. Mamoswine against Treads. Yeah, or Treads, Earthquake after a booster +1. Yeah, that should be easy. We are booster attack, so we should do massive chip to stuff. I'm gonna rapid spin here and just get damage off and get a speed boost. We do see the Kilo swap. We're gonna get free chip onto something. Vaporeon, okay. This is gonna take more hazard chip. EQ should be able to knock it out from here. And if not, we definitely live a Scald from Max Fistep. Yeah, it's not even at 50%, so we should be able to knock it out. It's in range. It's going to be a roll. But we always EQ here. We always 100% EQ. Hard swap out of Vaporeon. We see the Kilo come back in. We do see the Kilo come back in. But with the Kilo coming back in, Ice Spinner should be able to knock it out from here. Ideally. If we do see Terra Water, Terra Blast, that can knock us out, which is a problem. But I think I knock off, actually. Yeah, I just knock off. Yeah, we take out the Kilo. That is insanely good. Kilo gone is really good. We do have Terra Grounds Zarude to deal with. But I mean, we always Ice Spinner on that. And Power Whip, what about Stomping Tantrum? We do see the Zarude come out. Terra Ground Stomping Tantrum shouldn't knock us out. We do see Spikes hit the Zarude. I am going to Ice Spinner here every single time. If he wants to Trailblaze into a Stomping Tantrum, I think that's okay. We do see the Terra come out, so we are going to see Terra Ground. Ice Spinner should do 60% minimum. Ice Spinner should do 60% minimum. And we can go into Grimmsnarl right after and Parting Shot. We are faster, so it's not Scarf. That does a lot of damage. Goes for Bulk Up. Okay. +1 defense, +1 attack. Stomping Tantrum can KO us now, but we always outspeed. And Ice Spinner does roughly 40%. It's in range. We always go for Ice Spinner here. We should be able to knock this out. We are going to take out Zarude. That's massive. Okay. So, we don't have to worry about Kilo. We don't have to worry about Zarude. We just have Mamoswine, Vaporeon, and Gouging Fire left. None of which are liking this. Mamoswine does come out. We always EQ on this guy. Iron Treads might just clean up here. I think Iron Treads is just going to clean up. Man, Drifblim did so much work earlier in this game. We are going to see the Gouging Fire come back out. EQ should be able to just take this thing out every single time. We do see it. Iron Treads is getting a straight up sweep right now. Oh my gosh. Iron Treads is gonna sweep. Iron Treads just got a sweep. That's insane. GG's to Will. I really love the Assault Vest Mamoswine. That's a great ring. I was so afraid of Choice Band or Life Orb that I wasn't really thinking about that. And honestly, Zarude, Kilowattrel, Gouging Fire, Terapagos, all 4 of those mons are insanely tough to deal with. I feel like I got a little bit lucky with that. Boots Terap makes so much sense. I was very scared of Specs because that thing does so much damage to my entire team. It's so hard to deal with. But GG's to Will. Very, very good battle. Very stressful prep for me, but Treads pulled through, got a very nice endgame sweep for us. I kind of saw that coming from the team build, but honestly, it's very nice to see that happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and check out Will in the description, as well as the other WPF coaches. I'll see you guys back here for next week for week 5, or not week 5, week 3 of WPF. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.